the benefits of focus that you probably haven't considered yet. And that's exactly why you want to listen, because you'll start to consider these and be more focused. So what if the only thing standing between you and your goals is what you're thinking about? It's where you're putting your focus. So if you can shift your focus, then you can create your ideal future and predictable results. So during this audio, I'm going to show you the different benefits of focus that you haven't considered yet. My name is Alex Morgan, and I help you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so that you can achieve success. And success is here, and you might as well be ready for it. And one of the easiest ways to be ready for it is to focus on what you want and to understand the benefits of focus. The first one is having clarity. So when you focus on what you want, your mind becomes clearer about what you want, about what you want to focus on, about what's important to you, about what matters, about what you love. So having clarity eliminates any confusions and helps you make better decisions. And what does that mean? That means all of a sudden you're more aligned with your goals, aren't you? So I was working with someone, and they said that their daughter was trying to decide between where to go to college and things like this. So they had written down some things that they wanted, and they had some offers from different schools based off the sport that they're playing. However, they were having difficulty making the decision. So the person I work with, they went to the daughter and they said, okay, what is something that's really, really important to you that you haven't considered yet? And then she thought, that's it. I want to be close to home. And then all of a sudden, within a couple of weeks, offers started coming in with schools that were close to home, and it gave her exactly what she wanted. So, was it because she was focusing on what she wanted? Was it because she was really clear on what she wanted? Was she using that benefit of focus, that clarity? You can't say for sure. However, once she shifted her focus, all of a sudden she saw that she got what she wanted. Pretty interesting, right? So the second one is increased motivation. So the more clear you are on your focus, this is going to create a stronger pull toward your goal. This means you're more likely to take consistent action because you're connected to the why. You know why you're doing what you're doing. And when you put effort in your mind, you know exactly why. So then taking action is easy and effortless for you. So increase motivation toward your goal. Really interesting that I say toward, because a lot of people, they're not always motivated toward the goal. They're often motivated away from the goal. So what does this mean? This means if you have a goal, for example, of making money, you may be going toward the money, or you may be going towards the scarcity. Your focus is actually on the scarcity. So at some point, you're going to get pulled that way. So what if you had some built-in motivation toward the goal, toward the money, toward the abundance, towards the relationships, toward your health and fitness goals? If you were pulled toward that way. So if you focus on what you want, you're going to get an emotional pull towards what you want, not on what you don't want. With all my clients, I tell them you need to give suggestions to your own unconscious mind, and you need to take action the way you want it. Because your unconscious mind, it needs clear orders to follow. So if you tell your unconscious mind that you want to make more money and you're not specific and you're not being clear, it may find some money on the ground and think, hey, I got you your goal. Look, I found you some coins on the ground. Interesting, isn't it? So you need to be specific in what you want, and you need to focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. This will increase your motivation, and your goals will feel like you can achieve them automatically and naturally. Also, when people focus on what they want, they start to see that their time is really, really valuable. And they may even install the program that time works for them, and time works for them all the time. People that are focusing on what they want, you often don't hear them say, I don't have time, I don't have money. They're not making excuses. And they're also using their energy. They understand that they only have so much energy, so they're focusing that energy on what they want. So they're using their time and energy more efficiently. How many of you, you can even raise your hand even if you're just listening, even though I won't see you, how many of you know of people that waste time, waste energy, they're distracted, they have doubts, they're doing things that are not even relevant towards their goals? So your focus, it's like a buffer, it's like a filter that guides you to prioritize what matters. Remember, going towards your goal. So if you're focusing on what you want, then your mind is going to be really clear. All of these things integrate, all these things go together. Your mind's going to be really clear and motivated to use that time, because time is always working for you towards the goal. You're not going to let people distract you. Not too long ago, I told someone, I said, I don't deal with people that want to waste my time. And I think a lot of people, they waste time. And they said, well, how do you know that? And I said, well, if someone is trying to waste my time and I set a boundary, chances are they're wasting their time with other people and their own time without really being consciously aware of it. Because I know what I want, I told them, I'm not going to waste people's time, especially when I buy something. Probably if you're listening, you probably want to make good decisions. So when I buy something, I reach out, I get the information I need, and then I make the decision. I don't go back and forth. I don't get distracted. I really don't even seek out information about the product or the service unless there's a good chance that I really want to buy it. So I use my time and energy in an efficient way so I can achieve what I want, and I can get that fast. The next one is enhanced creativity and kind of critical thinking and problem solving, ideas, skills, resources. So when you're focusing on what you want and you're clear about what you want, your unconscious mind starts working in the background. Your mind is doing everything that you want, that you focus on 100% of the time. So your unconscious mind, since it's working in the background, it's going to start to see new choices, new possibilities, new opportunities. It's going to start connecting good in all areas of your life. And it's going to use that creativity and that intuition because those are in the unconscious mind. It's the creative and intuitive part of the mind. So it's going to use those to create solutions that go right with your goals. So these are some really important benefits of focusing on what you want. So definitely share this with someone who will benefit, of course. And let me know in the comments, what is most beneficial to you? What benefit, if you had it, would make focusing on what you want even more rewarding for you? Definitely hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing lately. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video or the next audio.